Alright, buddy. Bleach, episode 11. So, everything but the rain right here, man. It has officially started right here. Everything but the rain has officially started right here. Obviously, as we seen, which I did not want to spoil the last video I did of Bleach, is everything but the rain right here is a backflash. It's a backflash from the past. Obviously, now y'all know Kurosaki Masaki, which is Ichigo's mother, basically. Ichigo's mother right here. We find out. So basically, it starts off with the episode. It starts off back at the Royal Palace, basically with Renji and Oetsu, basically where we left off last episode. And Oetsu just telling Renji, he's like, "You knew it. No matter how hard you try, he was not gonna succeed in this shit." That's where he tells him, like he doesn't he has to dig into his roots basically, and that's where he go to back to Ichigo. Just there, he's back home. He's at Kurosaki's clinic at his house basically, and there, his dad opens the door, but he doesn't see him because Ichigo runs away, and he goes to this female's house. Which when I read it in the manga, it was kind of weird. Like we never seen this female. Is this Ichigo's girlfriend? His side? Who knows? Nah, but it's his what you call it? His his boss's yeah, it's his boss from his job or whatever the fuck he's doing. And basically, I'm gonna cut to it. Someone rings the door or knocks at the door, and it's Ishin, his dad. It's Ichigo's dad, but he's in his soul reaper form, so she can't see him. And Ichigo is so shocked to see him, especially in his soul reaper form, basically in his fighting mode, like you see, like in his Shinigami mode, base basically. And they go into this dark place, and it's very serious, man. The tone is very serious. Ichigo obviously knows why he's there. He's like, don't you? He's like, yeah, like I'm caught up what happened in Soul Society. Um, Urahara told me everything what happened. Your Bankai got destroyed. Soul Society went to shambles basically, and that was very cool to see, man. Ishi knows everything. It's very awesome, man. Like seeing everything play out with the first invasion. Like it really went. They're really hammering home how big that invasion was, man. Even in Karakura Town, it's raining. Soul Society took a massive L, and we came back to Karakura Town, and it's raining. Everything but the rain. We're getting an amazing flashback. I'm going back a little. I'm going back to the first couple minutes. So Ishin, I don't know. It's still I'm gonna keep going where I was. Ishin is basically like, all right, Ichigo, I need to tell you. I need to tell you what you really are, what your story is, basically, where your roots are. And he's like, your mother is a, and then they cut straight to the past of him lying, of Ichigo's dad lying on the floor in the past, and then out of nowhere, a mysterious woman appears to save him. Well, not to save him, but to accompany him, because she's just there laying on the floor. We don't know why. And obviously, as we find out later, it's Ichigo's mom. And right here, we cut to the we cut to I believe it was Gin and Kaname right here, which was an amazing scenery. This episode had a lot of amazing shots right here, man. The beautiful art, a lot of beautiful art in this episode. And it cuts to Gin, Kaname, and Aizen in the laboratory, and a beautiful atmosphere right there. It was all purple. It was all purple over there, and they're just talking. It's like a research lab, and they're just talking about the holifications and everything. And out of nowhere, Aizen appears, I'm not gonna lie, I forgot what they're talking about. But they were talking about Shinji. They're obviously doing what they were doing that we find out in the when Bleach was airing in the past. They're trying to make qualification people, and obviously they're doing that in the past is the past. And um they brought up Shinji because obviously they survived. They survived, man. He Aiza knew that they ran away. They're still alive, and he's looking for them. And then there we get a backflash of well, not it's still the black. This whole episode is a backflash. What am I saying? But we cut to Soul Society, and we see Matsumoto as a younger version. We see her, and she's kicking the tree to obviously to Ishin. And if it's not clear at this point, Ishin is a what you call it? Is a what was the last name? Shikaku? Nah, Shiba. There you go. He's obviously related to Shiba, to the Shiba clan. He is the Shiba man. And that's why in the last episode, in the last second episode, we seen the female talk about we owe it to uncle. That's obviously referring to Ishin. He is a Shiba. As this episode made it very clear if people did not know, he is a Shiba. He's related to the Shibas. And yeah, he was a captain. He was captain. I know many of y'all are shocked that he is a captain. And yeah, that's where and Toshiro was his and Toshiro and he was superior to Toshiro in the past, obviously. We get the little thing of they're just talking. Toshiro brings up that there's these mysterious things that happen in this specific town, Karakura Town. One Shinigami has died, another one has recurrently died, and that's where obviously Ishin runs. He's like, all right, let me go check this shit out. And that's when we come back to Masaki. She's at a house. She's at the Ishida house basically. She's staying there, and I'm cutting straight to the point. So Ryu, which obviously that's Ishida's dad, Ryukin. That's him right there in the past. And he's basically saying Masaki's not dumb. She knows why she's at the house, and it's to basically have his kid. Because obviously the Quincy's are extinct. Their bloodline is running out. They're the last ones, so he has to recreate. He needs a child, and that's why she's there to give him a child. And he's telling the the what do you call him? He's telling the female. He's telling the what do you call him? I'm off today, man. The lady, the I don't know what's it. I don't know what you call him. The maid. Yeah, he's telling the maid she's not stupid. She knows why she's here. And obviously, I'm not gonna spoil it, but that person, that specific maid is very pointed to the storyline. Well, not to the storyline, but it's just she's important overall. And yeah, it cuts back to Ishin. That boy is flexing his Ratsu. He's like, are they attracted to high spiritual Ratsu? And then out of nowhere, this monster appears, and it cuts the two Shinigami down, and Ishin and this mysterious black figure start fighting. And then Masaki, she feels the Ratsu, and Ryuken as well. And she's basically telling Ryuken, let me go, because if this person dies, I will not be able to live with myself. And it cuts back to Ishin. He's fighting this mysterious thing. And he's able to, by the spiritual presence, he's able to tell that it's a hollow. But it's obviously a very strong hollow. And right here, this is very, I'm not gonna lie, this part was awesome, man. It was awesome. Um, he's about to. They're obviously clashing, and he's in a little jam. But out of nowhere, Masaki comes out of nowhere with a bow, a straight arrow at his ass. The hollow shit. We get a very clean shot of her right here. We get a clean shot of Masaki with the bow. Very nice art right there. Very nice. And the hollow goes straight to her, and she's just firing the arrows because she's a Quincy. And and the hollow goes to bite her, and she obviously let the hollow bite her. So as we see, she she's able to hold him down and just go straight for the head, and she killed the hollow. And yeah, she killed the hollow. Ishi, but then the hollow self destructs. So that's when Ishi comes in and obviously takes the blast, so it won't basically hit her. And and that's and we got this little nice moment of he asks what her name is and what is she, and then she hesitates in her mind to should I tell him because she obviously knows she's a Quincy and he's a Shinigami. So she's thinking in her mind, should I tell him what I am? And she just says, I might as well. I'm a Quincy, and and he's and he's not shocked at all. He's excited, and she's happy because he doesn't care what she is because she's a Quincy and he's a Shinigami. Shinigami Quincy's do not they don't they don't like each other basically. As we know with the war with the Thousand Blood War, there is they have always been at war with each other. And yeah, then the end credits, man. This is very. I didn't think we were gonna get it, but we see. Nah, actually, what am I saying? I'm pretty sure this is. I'm pretty sure what we saw at the end credits, we did not get this in the manga. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we did not get this in the manga, if I'm not mistaken. What we seen at the end credits, I'm pretty sure this is new. I'm pretty sure we have not seen it in the manga, but obviously we see Ishida. We see him outside in the rain, everything but the rain. We see him in the rain. Out of nowhere, we see Hashwa, one of the Stern Raiders. We see him there, man. Who knows what's playing? What's playing out? It's a very cool scene, that man. I'm not sure if we got it in the manga, but obviously we got it in the anime. And yeah, it just keeps the story keeps going and going. Getting ready. It was good. It was a solid episode, man. And with the when the episode it looks very clean, man. When the rain will fall down and they will slow the shot down, and we see the actual droplets, it looked very clean, man. Very nice. But anyways, guys, that's it for the review, and take care, man. See ya.